those things, and happy to take your phone calls at 644-9840, because this is the exact time that you want to work this stuff back into your daily routine. Kids are going to start school tomorrow. We'll all be up earlier. We're going to be making sure they're dressed, making sure they catch the bus, making sure they have a lunch, and being there when they come home. So that day in the middle, that time in the middle, if you're lucky enough to be home, it can be stressful because you're trying to, it's almost like you're playing on the catch-up game, you know, the entire day. So you know you're going to be more stressed. Think about it now and try to offset some of that by getting your body ready.
That's right. And we talked about some of these healthy foods to get back in your diet, the greens, the nuts, the seeds, some things to avoid. Caffeine, high amounts of caffeine, drinking a lot of coffee, that can worsen anxiety and stress. High sugar foods, refined starches, they can cause blood sugar fluctuations, which can worsen your response to stress as well. So what we eat definitely has a big impact.
Also, I know high on your list, and you can't get around it, is exercise.
Absolutely. Yeah, exercise is so wonderful for reducing stress, promoting calming. You want to exercise early in the day if you can. Don't exercise too close to bedtime because it is stimulating a bit as well. But exercise really helps to promote overall health, helps you sleep better, reduces stress. Yoga, Tai Chi, stretching exercises, going for a walk even. So there's lots you can do without even going to a health club.
You know, it's interesting because as everybody here knows, we got a dog a few months ago, and I was reading an article that says just having a pet means you'll exercise 44% more, and it's so true.
Yeah,
because the dog has to go out, and
that's right.
Hey, if the dog's going to go out, let's take him for a long walk.
Yeah, and you feel great.
You feel great.
Yeah.
You know, you start noticing nature. And
yeah, I have 2 little dogs as well, and I love to take them out for walks. It's good for me. It's good for them.
It's good for everybody, right?
Yeah.
So, and I know I never would have taken all those walks, sometimes twice a day, had the dog not been there. So it's great for you. We have a phone call. Someone would like a question or have something to add. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, who's this?
This is Tony.
Hi, Tony. What you got for us?
I wanted to ask Sherry if she has anything for naturally to control brain seizures.
Brain seizures?
Yes, I'm a stroke victim.
Okay, stroke victim.
Okay. How long ago was your stroke?
2002.
What was that, Tony?
2002.
2002. Well, what I would suggest, just in terms of some overall supplements, and definitely talk to your doctor about this, but taking essential fatty acids, fish oils. The essential fatty acids are very important for all of our cells in our body. In particular, they help to nourish the cells in our brain to improve communication between cells. I would recommend some antioxidants. If you're looking for things for stress, for calming, for relaxation, perhaps the Suntheanine that we talked about instead of prescription tranquilizers. But I would caution you, if you're taking any medications, don't stop taking anything. That's not the right thing to do. You definitely want to work with your healthcare provider, your doctor, pharmacist, get them involved and talk to them about some of these questions that you have.
Thanks, Tony. Great question. And sometimes I forget that we have so many men watching, and men channel stress in a different way.
That's right.
But
a lot of
men, just as much as the women
they hold it in, and whereas women, we're more likely to talk about our stress, and talking is good. Holding it in is not so good, so you've got to find ways to get it out. And for guys, I think exercise and going out and playing some type of a sport, whether it's hockey or baseball or basketball, helps to take the edge off sometimes.
Absolutely. It's also a great time to start thinking, even though it's not New Year's and we don't think of new resolutions, if you're smoking, stop.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, smokers think that having a cigarette calms them when in fact it actually is having the opposite effect on the nervous system. So smoking, aside from being linked to heart disease and cancer and a lot of other problems, it can make you more jittery, more anxious, more nervous, and affect your ability to deal with stress. So talk to your pharmacist, because there's a lot of great aids now to help you quit smoking, patches, gum, different supplements, things like that. So there's a lot available now.
And think about the money you'll save, put that money aside, and you'll have enough for a vacation.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a pretty calming thought,
huge savings. Or some new wardrobe.
Oh yeah, that's it. We'll go shopping. Love it. Another phone call, and we're ready. 644-9840. Hi, you're on with Sherry Torkos. Welcome.
Hello.
Hi, who's this?
This is Linda.
Hi, Linda. What's up?
I have cramps in my legs, the muscles throughout my body. And I was on the quinine until they took it off the market, and only one drug company went through the rules that the FDA had suggested, and I can't afford the prescription for it. I'm wondering if there is some quinine through herbal medicine, herbals that I can take. I am getting them very frequently, and I am sure that other seniors with this problem are getting a lot of cramps now, too.
Yeah, leg cramps are a common concern that I do talk to patients about in the pharmacy. And
Are you there?
Yeah, we're here. Just hang up, honey, and you'll be able to hear. Okay.
Okay, so leg cramps, that can be a definite problem, especially in an aging population. Depends sometimes on medications that you're taking. If you're taking any diuretics, they can cause loss of potassium and other minerals in the body that can make leg cramps worse. Something to try would be a magnesium and calcium supplement and some potassium. Those three minerals, magnesium, potassium, and calcium, are very helpful for reducing leg cramps, promoting relaxation of the muscles. So that may be something to talk to your doctor about.
Is quinine not on the market anymore?
Quinine, I can tell you, in Canada, we do have some quinine, and that's another thing. You can go to pharmacies in Fort Erie or wherever, you know, Niagara Falls or whatever, to get certain products. So you may want to look into that as well.
Yeah, because if that helped her so much.
Yeah, if it was effective, and quinine is very effective for leg cramps. So that's something else to look at.
Very interesting. 644-9840. We're here for you. We're all about reducing your stress and
keeping you calm.
Keeping you calm. and there's ways to do it, and we're bound and determined we're going to do it. Hello, welcome to the show.
Hello.
Hi, who's this?
This is Angie.
Hi, Angie. Go ahead, please.
Hi. I am a diabetic for about 4 or 5 years now, and I have been using flax seeds. I did buy some from the GNC, and I was supposed to use them up in 45 days, and I had a problem with that. So I started buying some from the bulk department where I could regulate how much the size was. And I didn't like the way they tasted because they were like whole. So what I did was I started grinding them in my processor.
Yeah.
And I wondered if there was a difference in if that's okay, they're still as healthy.
Good question.
Yeah, that is.
Also, I do take something for my cholesterol, my blood pressure, and my diabetes. And I also have been having a lot of flatulence during the day, and it's very embarrassing. And I wondered if there was something that would help that because
we don't want it.
No, we don't want it at all.
We don't want it. All right.
Okay. Well, the first question was about the flaxseed and in terms of grinding the flaxseed. And in fact, the way to get the most benefits with flaxseed is to have the milled seed. So putting it through your coffee grinder, your food processor. You can also buy milled flaxseed, and I have some here with me that I picked up at a health food store. So that is pretty widely available. And the benefit of having the milled seed is that you get all of the fiber, the oils, the nutrients. So definitely milled flaxseed is great. Being a diabetic, it helps as a very good source of fiber to regulate blood sugar and improve blood sugar control. Now, your second question was about dealing with flatulence. And depending on what the situation is, some people do get gas when they eat certain vegetables, onions, broccoli, cauliflower. And what happens is when certain foods are not digested properly, they can ferment in the colon, and that produces gas. So you may want to try taking a digestive enzyme with your meals that will help to ensure that the foods are getting broken down properly so that they're passing through your body, getting absorbed, and that may help to reduce some of that flatulence.
Right. Would the flax be contributing to that? Because it's got fiber.
When you're eating a lot of fiber to start with, it can sometimes cause a little bit of gas, but usually that's something your body gets used to. So have lots of water as well. You want to drink 8 to 10 glasses a day. That's going to help the fiber to get through your system, and consider the digestive enzyme as well.
You know, we can't talk about the benefits of drinking more water.
Yes,
enough.
definitely.
Boy, every study that you see, every diet that you see, more water.
More water,
and
some of these waters like this vitamin water, the Be Relaxed, you're getting water with some nutrients, some vitamins. This is much better than grabbing a can of soda or juice or any of those products that are high in sugar, and some of them have stimulants in them. So if you don't like pure water, and there are a lot of people that say, oh, water's boring, have some lemon in your water, or try one of these vitamin waters. They're great with the nutrients in them.
Is that okay for kids?
Yeah, this is fine for children as well.
Okay, great, because a lot of times we're so fast to give our kids something sweet.
This would be actually
it's
better.
terrible for them.
Yeah, because, you know, children, they like soda, they like fruit juices, and fruit juices are okay, but they do have a lot of sugar in them.
Okay, there you go. Yeah. Well, we hope everybody that we've helped. Sherry is awesome, and we're going to get her back again. But this is a time, again, stress, anxiety. Think to yourself, what contributes it for you?